Hong Kong is not safe. Please stay away. So the national security law, it does not just apply to HongKongers, but everyone globally. If anyone is against CCP, supports Hong Kong independence, made any negative comments about Xi Jinping, or anything that is considered disrespectful towards CCP, it is best that they do not enter Hong Kong ever. What is ridiculous about this law is, even if you said or done any of these things outside of Hong Kong, it is still considered a crime. Therefore, once you enter Hong Kong, you will be prosecuted under this law. And don't risk that they will never find out crap. Because of all these facial recognition and possible hacking through your social media, there is a possibility that they might know already, and they might be waiting for you to enter Hong Kong to arrest you. However, if you have to go to Hong Kong for whatever reason, and this is to foreigners, I highly recommend that you make sure you did not have any of these conversations online about anything regarding the political situation that was happening in Hong Kong, text messages, or any evidence. I strongly recommend you to remove it before you step into Hong Kong. However, that might not be enough, but the best way for you to be safe in Hong Kong is to not go to Hong Kong at all. Hong Kongers are trying to flee ever since this law was passed last year. In the past, people from mainland China illegally swam to Hong Kong for a better life. My father is one of them. However, that Hong Kong, as we once knew, is gone forever. The Chinese government never kept their promise of leaving Hong Kong unchanged for a period of 50 years. This national security law is the biggest example of a broken promise. There is almost no democracy in Hong Kong, starting with books regarding democracy being removed, arresting pro-democracy activists and politicians as a way to keep pro-Beijing politicians to remain fully in power and to run unopposed. Censorship on the Hong Kong film industry, and now to the arrest and closure of Apple Daily, one of our biggest newspapers in Hong Kong, which is also known for the support on pro-democracy and being very critical against CCP. CCP is using the national security law to destroy all means of democracy in Hong Kong. Ever since it was passed and enacted last year in Hong Kong, it became the end of the one country, two system. Several countries have also issued warnings about traveling to Hong Kong because of this law, and WikiTravel also stated warnings about it as well. New York Times have relocated from Hong Kong to Seoul, and many are expected to follow. And USA just issued warnings about continuing to conduct businesses in Hong Kong. In closing, unless you are kissing CCP's ass, I highly recommend you to not go to Hong Kong at all. Hong Kong is not safe. Please stay away.